I got a video loading where we went through the comments and I spoke to all of them and did what I think is hopefully good breakdowns of all of them. And we always thank you for all of them, all of your comments. And I wanted to show you the new Publix in Auburndale, store 1788, my hometown, where I grew up. And of course, first address was 404. The last address, remember 2015, 2016. They're all addresses. Began at like 2004, I think it is. I've shown y'all that many times. Starts to go uphill on an incline, very slight. When I met my second wife, the house we lived in was 2015. And it starts to go downhill where two houses are across the street from each other, 2019 and 2020. And we all know about, and it ends at 2024. And there is no 2023. So it's 2022 on the left and then 2024 on the right. And then it takes a left turn. So like 2021 would be your last one on the left. Then 2022 and 2024. Because it goes deeper into that curve. That 2024 is on the curve, but it's still considered Brentwood Drive. The Brentwood home, OJ. So stepdaughter got a high five from Ron DeSantis. What are you going to do about that? I sent the video to our contributor. So I want to look at this 11 months and 17 days. If you knew something was 11 months and 17 days to the day we say, it's 2 days before the flower full moon, that he's going down on May 3rd, then you would say, well, that's a pretty big deal. So let's go ahead on and explain. And by the way, 352 days, you know what the area code is for Gainesville, Devil's Advocate City, Devil's Advocate University? They said go Gators and did shots at the beginning of the Devil's Advocate. They plucked them out of Gainesville. That's Gainesville area code. 352. And there it is, 1117 with Gainesville. You see that 5/16/2022? Last year's total lunar eclipse. The first one. 88 days from the midpoint, 88 days after that, yet another total lunar eclipse on 88, November 8th. There was another 88, August 11th, full moon, sturgeon full moon. I digress. Let's get back to this 1117, because the rising day, you guessed it, 1119. And what is that rising all about? 9/11. Hey, y'all, it's 1117 at night. But, you still got your 119 Donald, however you want to look at it. We know 119 is big in their world. It's either reversing of 9/11, but we know 119 is Donald, which gives us the 207, 119 Donald plus 88 Trump. And 207 is coded a lot with Trump. But again, I digress. Let's go back to the May 3rd. How do you get that 1117 on that total lunar eclipse? Why is that one the big deal? My birthday, 7 times 6 times 1961. My number is 82362. 8 is the triangular number of 36. 36 is the triangular number of 666. So these two twos are TOs. 2, 8, 2, 36, 2, 666. Exactly. Trump's number, 6 times 14 times 1946. 163464 times my number, 82362. You get a 322 in the middle. You get a 1968, which is the assassination year of RFK, And Martin Luther King. You got a 322 in the middle. You got 1968 at the end. But most importantly, my Mayday friend, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. She turned that many days old on March 11th. We know all about that day, don't we? How they coded that, which, you know, also comes to 33. But March 11th, she turned that many days old on March 11th. 33 days later, I turned that many days old. Now, only the Lord can make this happen. With an 8 at the end. But 33 days later, I turned that many days old on April 13th. And then 33 days after that was this total lunar eclipse. 11/17 after. It's going to be 11/17 day. iPet Goat tells us that. Hey, it's 11/19, y'all. We had an 08 and a 57, didn't we? I just had to do it. So, did it pop? The video popped. Y'all want to see what that video comes to? The zoom number and all that stuff? The length? Because this is the, it begins with 187. I want you to look at 3617, and the length begins with 187. This is when I discovered this at the end of that video. The end of that video. I don't think I did it correctly. I think I keyed in May 14th for the total lunar, because that was the day Trump turned 999 months or something like that, and Israel turned 888 months, something like that. I can't wait to read all these back to you, because I did one on how Israel became a nation state. A nation says 121 and 119, 9/11 and 38, and the church 738. That was on May 14th, 1948. You do that to our offing day, you get 119 on the offing day and 121 Antichrist coded. I did a video on it. View to a Kill, United Kingdom is View to a Kill's release date, which is all about horse racing, is 138:38, which of course has an 838 in it. Lands right on May 3rd. View to a Kill, James Bond, which is all about horse racing, and the Kentucky Derby is the day after the flower full moon, May 6th. So all that week that Trump goes down, it's leading up. It's race week. Straight up. Straight up. Can't beat this stuff with a stick, man. So anyway, I'll load that 1876, which is Adam. I'll load that video up. And it's at the tail end where I organically ran into this. And I've covered it before, but I didn't even load it. I didn't even load it in my grid. I got a whole grid for this May 3rd, but I'm doing this one right. I'm doing this one right. The only time I ever created one of these was for October 2nd, 2022. But before I got to it, y'all remember, I no longer thought that's when he was going down. I just didn't. I can't remember what I was thinking next. I don't know when I was thinking, but I had put it off to another date. I am not putting this one off. I can absolutely assure you. I think y'all have seen the reasons why. This is all on a playlist. How in the world lands right on 11/17? This is all on a playlist, and a few I might have left off, so I'll double check it. But it's called Flower Full Moon 53 event for May 3rd. It's got 11 videos. I think there's more. I think there's a few I've left off. And there it is, the 123, because it's day 123 of the year with 242 to go. All right. Love y'all.